She'd like to see you in her office now.
I don't know, that's just what she told me.
And if that is correct, that means my schedule is pushed up 3 hours. Come in, come in. Don't just stand there in the doorway looking nervous. Please, have a seat. Right there is fine. Hi. So, you're probably wondering why I asked to see you on my first day here as CEO. I'm sure the rumor mill has been working overtime down there. Everyone's speculating about what the new boss wants, who's getting fired, who's getting promoted, etc., etc. But relax. You're not in trouble. Quite the opposite, actually. I wanted to introduce myself properly. Since I'll be the new CEO, it was important that everyone got to know me on a personal first name basis. So, I'm Bella. But I like to think of myself as someone who values talent when I see it. And I've been reviewing files all morning. Dozens and dozens of employee records, performance reviews, project portfolios, you name it, I've been looking at it. And in all areas, yours kept catching my attention. Really. Impressive work on the Morrison account last quarter. The way you turned that situation around when everyone else had given up, that takes creativity, intelligence, the kind of problem-solving skills that most people simply don't have. I really like that. I like people who don't accept defeat, who see challenges as mere opportunities instead of roadblocks. Of course, it's my job to see talent where it lies. But that's not the only reason I wanted to meet with you. No trouble at all. Your supervisor mentioned something interesting in your last review. Said you have a tendency to speak your mind. In their words, they said push back when you disagree with something, even if it's not the popular opinion. I think they came to me offering it as some insubordination, and while others might see it that way, I don't. I see it as a backbone. Tell me, are you always this quiet? Or is it just because you're sitting across from the new CEO and you're trying not to say the wrong thing? There it is. I was hoping you'd find your voice. Yes, this is unusual. No, I don't typically call random employees up to my office on my first day, but you're not random, are you? Nor is it every day I'm taking over companies and becoming acting CEO, so it's a bit different for both of us today. And being in my position, I've had the ability to watch your career trajectory since I was brought in 3 months ago to prepare for this whole transition. I've read every report you've filed, every email you've sent that got forwarded up the chain, every presentation you've delivered, I've seen. You have potential, real potential. The kind of potential that's being wasted in your current position, I think. So here's why you're here. I'm building a new executive team. People I, myself, can trust. People who aren't afraid to tell me when I am wrong. People who care more about results than politics. And I think you might be one of those people. But I need to know if you can handle working closely with me. If you can handle the pressure, the long hours, the constant demands, the intensity of my expectations. I'm very particular about the people I keep close. I don't suffer incompetence. I don't tolerate laziness, and I absolutely cannot stand people who tell me what they think I want to hear instead of the truth. Can you handle that? Good. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. You know, there's something else I noticed in your file. You've been here for how many years? Right, and you've never once attended a company social event. No holiday party, no happy hours, no team building exercises. Tell me, is that because you don't like your coworkers? Or because you don't like mixing business with pleasure? Interesting. So you just keep to yourself, focus on the work, don't get caught up in office drama. I respect that. Though I have to admit, it makes me curious about you. About who you are when you're not being the model employee. But who you are when you let your guard down. What do you do when you're not here? What occupies your time? Your thoughts? Really? I wouldn't have guessed that. You don't strike me as the type, but I'm learning that first impressions can be deceiving. Take me, for example. I'm sure people downstairs are already forming opinions, calling me an ice queen, corporate shark, all business, no warmth. But that's not entirely accurate, is it? I mean, I am demanding. I do expect excellence, but I'm not a robot. I appreciate good work, and I reward it. Sometimes quite generously. And I appreciate good company even more. Which brings me to the second reason I called you up here today. Beyond the review of your work, beyond the potential promotion, I wanted to meet you face to face. Wanted to see if the person in the file matched the person sitting across from me. And I have to say, I'm pleasantly surprised. You're exactly what I was hoping for. Sharp enough to keep up with me, confident enough to not be intimidated, and attractive enough to make these late night strategy sessions significantly more enjoyable. Oh, did I make you blush? I'm sorry. Was that too forward? Actually, no. I'm not sorry. I don't believe in pretending not to notice things, and I've noticed you since the moment I walked through those doors this morning and saw you in the lobby. The way you carry yourself, the way you focus when you're working, the way you're looking at me right now, trying to figure out if I'm serious or if this is some kind of test. I'm serious. Very serious. I believe in transparency and laying cards on the table, so here's the situation. I find you professionally impressive and personally intriguing. I'd like to work more closely with you. Much more closely. But I need to know if that's something you'd be interested in. Because I don't play games. If you're not interested, tell me now and we'll keep this completely professional. You'll still get the promotion you deserve based on merit alone. But if you are interested, well, let's just say I think we could have a very productive working relationship. The kind where we collaborate on projects late into the evening, where we travel together for client meetings, where we grab dinner to discuss strategy and maybe let the conversation drift to other topics. What do you think? Is that a yes? Because if so, I need to hear you say it clearly. I need to know you want this just as much as I do. Perfect. Then let me make something clear from the very start. When we're in meetings, when we're around other people, you call me by my title. You maintain that professional boundary. I'm the CEO, and you're a vital part of my team. But we keep things appropriate. But when we're alone, when it's just you and me in this office, or in a hotel room in another city, or in my car after everyone else has gone home, you don't have to call me boss. You can call me by my name. You can be yourself and you can speak freely. In fact, I'd prefer it that way. I like the idea of having someone who sees both sides of me. The CEO who runs boardroom meetings and makes million-dollar decisions. And the woman who exists underneath all of that. The one who appreciates good conversation and good wine and good company. I think you could be that person. I think you could handle both versions of me. Can you? Then I guess we have an understanding. Your official promotion will be announced next week. You'll report directly to me. Your new office will be on this floor just down the hall, close enough that we can collaborate easily, private enough that no one needs to know exactly how much time we spend together. For now, you should get back to your desk before people start wondering what we've been discussing up here for so long. Although you can let them speculate. Let them wonder. But you and I, we know what this really is. Oh, and one more thing. Tomorrow evening, I'll need someone to accompany me to dinner with a potential client. Consider it your first official duty in your new role. Wear something nice. Somewhere between business and not quite business. I want to see what you look like when you're not trying to blend into the background. That's all for now. I'll send you the details later. And remember, when we're not alone, you can call me by my name. I'm looking forward to hearing you say it. You can go now. Close the door on your way out, please. Oh, and don't look so nervous when walking back to your desk. People will wonder what happened up here. Even though we've discussed that that's not such a bad thing. See you tomorrow evening. Don't be late.